Us now is Executive Director of the Erie Philharmonic. Our friend Steve Weiser is joining us today, and you've got another great Philharmonic performance coming up that you want to talk about today.
Definitely. So jumping ahead to February 18-19, we're continuing our film series, and we started this year with Empire Strikes Back, and we're going to end the year with a Pixar classic, Toy Story, in concert.
Love it.
I love
so
that.
all the things that your first introduction to Buzz and Woody, and it's been great kind of learning for the marketing to see all the things that we grew up with.
Yeah.
But you'll get to see Toy Story on the huge screen with the orchestra playing along live.
I have to say, today I was scrolling through Facebook and there was a question, what song makes you happy the instant you hear it? And the first one that came to my mind was da 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 da.
Exactly.
Yes. The music in Toy Story is fantastic.
No, and I can't believe we're going to get to do it again, coming from something that I saw in the movie theaters and thinking about all the different people who are going to get to share this with a new generation, whether it's parents with their kids, grandparents, how many more people we get to do, but then to see the music live,
Yeah.
Right.
it's such an experience.
Yeah, it's all about melding those two.
Exactly.
The iconic movie of Toy Story, but also maybe for some of these kids introducing the Philharmonic into their lives.
It's a whole different way to experience it because you take something you're familiar with, knowing a film and getting to see something on a big screen, but then connecting it with maybe things you're learning about in music class. You're seeing violins and cellos and trumpets and percussion, all of that coming together into one experience. And it really is seamless. When you hear it, you really forget, for better or worse, you forget that it's not live.
Right.
It sounds so perfectly synced, and you're like, oh man, they're actually playing to this.
Think of how many future musicians you're inspiring and creating.
Exactly.
You know, you could have a child out there that just is just saying, that's what I want to do.
Exactly.
You know, keying in on some of the musicians, and I just think it's an amazing opportunity.
It takes the music kind of one step beyond just a normal concert experience where you're kind of passively watching the orchestra play. Now you're watching the orchestra and experiencing it, but then getting to see this incredible story told on the screen.
Right.
It really is, it's the perfect blend. I'm excited. I'm such a movie nerd. They're all fun, but this one's going to be great to see live.
Well, talk about the last one you did, Empire Strikes Back. That was a huge success.
Exactly. Both of the concerts sold out, and again, I grew up watching that on VHS. I had a set at home. It was all recorded. They were recorded back to back. But getting to experience that opening scroll where like you get the first notes of Star Wars, and the audience claps, everyone gets in on it, everyone kind of just really buys into what's happening. And all of our film concerts have been special. Back to Casablanca, we've done Wizard of Oz, Bugs Bunny, so they've all kind of been such iconic movies, but we haven't done a cartoon straight through like this, other than with Toy Story.
What are you most excited about with this production about to take the stage?
I always love that moment right when it starts, where the audience, there's so much pent-up excitement for it, the big screen's ready to go, the slideshow goes away, Ken comes out and tunes, Deanna comes out and puts on the click track to get ready to go, and then there's always that moment of like respite, of pause, right before anything happens. And then when it picks up and starts and everyone just loses their mind, people start clapping, you can be in the back of the audience and see so many smiles from people kind of reliving these memories. And it's that moment right before it starts with the anticipation of what's about to come is always fun for all of our films, because every movie we've done has that one moment you're excited for. Whether it's Mary Poppins, maybe doing Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, any of the Bugs Bunny things, in E.T., the bike lifting off.
Yes.
All of the films have that moment. And with Toy Story, it's going to be, I guess, that first moment right before that first song starts that everyone knows what's coming.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to
terrific.
think of my favorite Toy Story moment. I love them all. It's such a great movie. I'll go over some of the details, and we're giving you enough advance here because I would expect, Steve, these two to sell out.
They're selling very quickly. I would anticipate selling out, so please don't wait. Exactly.
And that's where you get your tickets. You can get them by phone there at the box office or eriephil.org. Of course, it's at the beautiful and historic Warner Theater downtown on State Street. Steve, it's always a pleasure.
Awesome. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that matinee show, great for the little ones, too.
Definitely. It's perfect for anyone that likes to fall asleep early on a Saturday.
Well, that's me
matinee.
too.
That's me too.
3 p.m. with a young child.
Forget the
at home.
kids. I'm all about the matinee.
No, you and I. Steve, thanks for being
Thanks so
here
much.
today.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.